The vertical garden at the Museum of Contemporary Art of Busan is a very big word, and I'm very happy to come here in Busan, in Korea, from Italy, for make this work. And I think this vertical garden is a good opportunity for every building, but it's very important for this building because we are in a beautiful site and in a most natural site with most natural around the museum. And I think it's more important for a building like this one have a vertical garden, because for Korean and for all the world, I think it's more important the environmental system and the relationship between the building and the environmental. I think this vertical garden is a good thing for create a strength rapport for building and environment, and I think is very important realize this project on a public space, because is for the public and is for learn to the public, to the people, why is so important the environment and why is so important all know the species, know the natural so. I did before of this vertical garden, a little vertical garden. So, for example, this is too big, is 1,200 square meters, and the others I have C and I have a maker are 90, or the maximum is 200 square meters. So this is for me a good travel and a good experience, because it's the first big vertical garden. I think it's very important to have a big facade like this one, because is like a painter but alive, and it's more important to have a painter alive, because they can change in the season and they can change in the time. And so when we can see now, we don't see from 1 month, and don't see from 1 year, and don't see from 10 years. And so for me it's a very pleasure make this vertical garden with Patrick Blanc, and thank you. Yes, I'm a plant supervisor here. So when Patrick sent the project, my work is tracking the project of Patrick. They arrive in a small size, in A4 size on the paper, and I'm tracking on the big wall the design. It's the first time for me when I work with Korean people, because it's the first time in Korea, so it's the first time when I work with Korean people, and it's the first time I see a lot of species of Korea. I don't know a lot. I don't know the Korean species, but here I learn a lot of Korean species, and it's a very pleasure for me work with Korean workers, because I don't know the Asia in general and the Asian people, but Korean workers are so hard worker and work very fast. I learned that one word in Korean is palli palli, is when the people work so fast. And so my work is supervisor all this worker, supervise the plant, supervise and check all the irrigation system, the nutrients, the felt, the structure, the workers, for and tracking already, for make better works or vertical garden, and for respect the law, the law of Patrick, Patrick's law of vertical garden. So my role here is check all the single phases for vertical garden.